looks cute, but he's trouble. This black on his nose here, it's from my blood and bone for my vegetables that he took, put a hole through, there it goes, and managed to take inside, outside, and you know this stuff stinks, and put it everywhere. And then that wasn't enough to keep him happy. I grabbed this old riding helmet and chewed the inside of that out, and other things. He's a puppy, and as cute as he looks lying on Bruno's bedding there, he's trouble, aren't you, Bixie, eh? You're trouble, man. You're big trouble. Anyway, today we're carrying on what we've been doing here in our lockdown state, doing all the home jobs. We've cleared some of the trees there. Mikhail's doing an awesome job of tying all the stuff away as I chainsaw it, and I'm going to carry on with that. The axe. Mikhail was killing last night. Carry on, we're going to clear right all these trees along here because they just rob all the sun of the house truck and the house. And we really need to get the house warm because the house is freezing cold. And we've already opened up all this area. It's making a difference. This morning, Mikhail and I sat out here having a coffee in the morning and the sun was streaming in. It's going to be probably another couple of days before we get it all done, but we're making holes in it. Currently, Mikhail is sporting a pair of my old Rastafari pants. When I had the band Conscious Fusion, one of the many ones that we used to have our own clothes in that band. It was funky times. It's going back a few years ago. Some of the music I still have today is from Conscious Fusion, an old band that was a fusion of reggae, blues and jazz. Right, going to crank into the chainsaw. Yesterday, Mikhail took one of my gloves, the gloves with this hand here, and so I was working without it, and I got a spike in that knuckle, and it's actually infected now. I can't close that properly. It won't close up, make it hard to grip. These close a lot, this one just doesn't go. Well, it does, but bloody hurts. So it doesn't actually look too bad, but it's really, it's got an infection in there. Tiny wee nick, and it's really slowing me down. Two pieces of rope, one's going up in the tree, the other one's coming back down. And we want to make it so that we can tie the knot down here and undo it down here without going to the top of the tree if we have to. So it's gone around the top and it's threaded through the top and back down. And the first part of making your bowline, it's actually round the wrong way as far as it's twisted, but is to make a loop on this side here like that. And it's just about taking the rope and looping it on itself. So the loop is on the inside of the rope and sitting on the top. Your turn, pal. And that's perfect. Absolutely perfect. So there it goes, perfect. Rabbit hole. That's called the rabbit hole in this particular knot here, okay? So that's the first part of your bowline. So you make your rabbit hole. And if you're at home now you want to pause the video and go get a piece of rope and join us, and then you can learn to tie a bowline if you don't know how to do one. So there's the first part is our rabbit hole. This is the rabbit. The rabbit goes down the rabbit hole, goes under the hill, that's this rope here, under the hill, back over the hill and back out the rabbit hole, and there's the bowline. And that's one way of doing it. There's 1,000 ways you can tie a bowline. That's just one way that's easy to teach people. I'm going to do it one more time and see if Mikhail can remember it. He's done the first part excellent straight away, which a lot of people confuse. They put the loop on the wrong. So we'll start again. So there goes your rabbit hole. Here's your rabbit. So the story is the rabbit goes down the hole, under the hill, over the hill and back out through the hole. And there's your bowline, okay? Let's see if we can get it first time. I don't think anybody's ever got it first time, so it's quite hard to remember. Let's see if we can do that. Come over here so we can see what you're doing. Okay.
Okay, so
there's your rabbit hole.
Here's the rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
Hole.
Yeah.
Under the hill.
Yeah.
Over the hill.
Yeah.
And now is it back down there or back down there? This is what, there was no descriptive.
Yes, it was. It was
back.
Hold on, you got it, but I'm going to do the story again. Listen closely. There's the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
The rabbit goes down the rabbit hole, under the hill, over the hill, and back out through the rabbit hole.
Oh, yeah, that's
Okay? I reckon he's going to get it second time, mate.
Got it.
Good break history here today, bro.
There we go.
Okay, there's your rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Yep.
So rabbit. Okay. Hole
Mm-hmm.
goes into the hole, under the hill,
Yes.
back over the hill.
Yes.
So now it's back over the hill, and it goes back up the rabbit hole. Or have
No,
I?
no, no, keep going. You
Okay.
got it. You got it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to help you. You got it, man.
There
So
we
you
go.
want to put it this way here, though. You've got it. You've got a nice bow line. You want to go that way there. Okay. You didn't quite pull it the right way, so you didn't get the bite in the right place. So I'll show you how to end it up. That's my fault because I didn't show you properly. So here's the rabbit hole again. There's the rabbit down the hole, over the hill, under the hill, back out through the hole, and then when you go up to here, pull that tight. And there's the bite on the rope. So no matter how tight that goes, to release it, you just fold the bite, and the whole thing comes to bits easy. I didn't make that very clear. Okay, with that in mind, let's see how you go.
Okay.
There's your rabbit hole.
Here's your rabbit hole. Here's your rabbit. Into the hole. Under the hill.
Yep.
Over the hill.
Yes.
Back up
So-
the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And then
Remember I showed you up here, tighten it.
you grab these two. Grab that one. Pull it tight.
Didn't quite end
No.
up at how I showed you. Oh no, so that's all right. That's the bow line, and there's the bite there. So I'm just going to show you the end of it one more time, just so you get that clear, because it didn't look like I quite got that right for you. So there's your rabbit hole. Okay, it goes down the hole, under the hill, over the hill, back out through the hole. When he goes back up the hole, hold onto your rabbit and those three there, and pull that one.
Right.
So I don't make that very clear. Hold those three and pull that one.
These-
I'm actually learning how to teach when I'm teaching you, because I've showed this a few times, but I don't think I've always been clear with people. There we go. It's actually a really good.
Cool. All right.
Let's go this hole,
Here's the rabbit.
down a hole.
There we go.
Ah.
I got it. Down the hole.
Got to go in the right hole, bro.
Down the hole. Over the hill.
You haven't gone under the hill yet.
Oh yeah.
Geez, we should have stopped while we're ahead. Yeah,
Almost
over the
missed
hill.
it,
Now, no.
Back. I don't.
No.
Hang on, hang on.
No, I'm going to do it again. You had it perfectly. We should have stopped while we're ahead. There's the rabbit hole. Down the hole. Under the hill. Over the hill. Back it through the hole. Hold those three. Pull that tight.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay, let's see if we can get it. We should speed this up. There you go.
All right. Okay.
Hold this, man. You got to do it with both your hands. I'm not helping you.
Rabbit goes down the hole. Goes under the hill. Goes back over the hill.
Yes.
Goes back up the rabbit hole.
Yes.
Grab these three.
Yes.
1, 2. Where's the third one? Is it this one?
It's in your hands, rabbit.
Ah. This is like a magic trick. Boom. There we go.
There's his first bowline. Now do it without me doing anything. Attempt doing a bowline.
All right. We have a rabbit hole. We have one rabbit. Rabbit goes into the hole. Rabbit comes under the hill. Then he goes back over the hill.
Yep.
He comes up into the rabbit hole again.
Mm-hmm.
I grab these three
Mm-hmm.
in that hand, and then
Mm-hmm.
I pull it tight.
You sure do, brother. Keep going tight.
Tight.
Yeah.
And then we've got a bite over here.
Show me the bite.
So the bite is the bit where the main rope, this bit here,
Yeah.
grips
Yeah,
here.
that's the bite there.
To pull it tight. And
Yeah.
then, yeah.
He learnt to tie a bowline. I have taught so many people that. Some people get it pretty quick. You know it pretty fast, man. Put it there. What's it called? What's the name?
Alice in Wonderland.
What's the name of the knot?
Not sure.
Not sure. Come on, I gave you the name 3 times. I said it 3 times. What's the
what is
name?
it? Give me a clue.
Starts with B.
Oh,
You're a man of words, and you didn't remember that?
no, it's focusing on the rabbit.
I'm not going to tell you. You're going to work it out.
Alright,
Okay.
what is it?
I'm not telling you, man. I'm telling you. Hey, anyway, we're going to pull this tree down. I'm going to put the saw down here. You're going to put pressure on the end of this rope now. I'm going to kick the saw into action. And you're going to pull it so it doesn't fall into the garage. You're going to pull that way. Okay?
Pull this way.
No.
Oh, hang on. Yes, pull this way.
Yeah, go down the driveway. You're going to pull it so, and keep the pressure on while I'm sawing it so it doesn't fall. Because look at the height of it. And it's 2 branches because it's connected. I'm going to cut down low. So you need to put real pressure on that because it will fall onto me otherwise, okay?
Gotcha.
Okay, go further back because you can pull it onto yourself there. Good luck with that. I can see it. This is going to be difficult, bud.
Yeah.
I reckon we save your strength, eh? We get the chainsaw onto it. Yeah. It's a bit sad looking, but I actually have managed to save this corphight here because it's going away from the house. It's not blocking our sun. It's letting all the sun here to go in. I'm going to start on these trees over here next, bring sun in here. I'm going to leave this one here because it's not blocking sun. And this manuka, I may just give it a trim, but overall it's going straight up and it's keeping sort of a nice feeling with the native bush behind us here. And manuka's slow growing, so I can just take a little bit off a time. And check this out, would you? Isn't that a stonker of an animal? That was gifted to me by Sheldon Lai, who's a hunting guide down in Queenstown, or Wanaka. And we're on a place there, and he found it was a cast antler. He gave it to me. It's a bloody beauty. Imagine the size of that deer. Rightio. I've also cut all these flat. I might use that as a seat area. Be a nice wee place to put something just there. I don't know. Okay, that's down. Quite a few of you have offered Guns Mikhail some work because he's such a bloody good worker. Epic worker. He's been offered a job fishing. He's been offered a job driving tractors in Australia. He's been offered a job pulling wires. I guess that's on a, I suppose it would be a vineyard, would it? Pulling wires. He's been offered a job working in building as a hammerhand. He's had a lot of job offers since he's been seen working with me, but I'm sorry, Mikhail is working with me and also for me. And just to let you know, it's not slave labour, he's getting paid. We are keeping account of every hour that he does. He's doing 2 hours a day for his keep. That includes everything: food, accommodation, power, internet, the whole lot. And then after that, we're writing each hour down. Speaking of, how many hours did you do yesterday?
3.25.
3.25, that's right. I check him. Because for a while he was just like saying, oh, I don't know, or 3 or 4. And so we started writing it down because it got a bit messy. So at the end of this, when he decides, whether he decides he wants to take it all out in one hit or leave or whatever, we'll either get him a truck because he's got no vehicle at all. Pretty much got nothing, have you, Mikhail? He came to me with a laptop and a broken cell phone. I've replaced his phone for him, and he's been stealing my clothes. Been stealing lots of things, actually. Yeah. He had some green pants on yesterday. I thought they looked really good on him all day. Today I said, oh, not my green pants. I think it was, oh, I just found them in the sunroom. That's where I dry all my clothes.
Well, you just let me try on your suit, so I get.
Yeah, but you got to kind of ask and stuff, man.
It was kind of like we were about to work, and I was like, fuck, I can't work in these what I was wearing, and I was like, oh, I just grabbed them. I shouldn't have.
I think that you've got this hippie sort of thing where this is mine, and this is like my clothes is your clothes, my food is your food, my wife is your wife. You come from Waiheke Island, they're hippies there, man. I had an uncle that lived there, they're all hippies, you know. You're a hippie. Is that a fair generalisation?
It's fair.
Is it a fair stereotype?
It's just a fair stereotype.
I took away his hippie here though, now he looks like a, should be the army.
Yeah, it's like a fucking SAS cut or something.
Yeah.
Whatever,
Oh, it suits you.
Yeah.
Do you think his hair looks better now I've tied it up, or did I make it worse? Comments below. Hey, it's starting to rain. Awesome. Right, I'm going to change to this. I reckon it looks better. Couldn't have looked any worse, could it? I made a right dog's breakfast of it. Here comes the rain again.
One of the sayings, like, this has been done like a dog's dinner.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing. But my hair was like a dog's breakfast, and it wasn't.
Oh, sorry, I meant to say a dog's breakfast, yeah. Not a dog's dinner. Yeah, done like a dog's dinner.
This is done like a dog's dinner.
Done like a dog's dinner, yeah. See, that's because a dog's dinner, they eat everything, you know. They eat, and then they spew, they even eat that up. So they clean everything up. That's what a dog's dinner comes from. That's where sayings come from. Yeah, he's having a dog's dinner with Bruno. Hey, do you know the saying where learning the ropes comes from? That's a good one. You know the expression learning the ropes? You know that expression learning the ropes? Do you know where it comes from? Yeah, it comes from ships, just like I taught you that bowline. You know, you've got to learn all the ropes. And in the old days, you know, learning all the ropes was, You know, that was a saying which came around. And do you know the saying rule of thumb, where that comes from?
Is that from ruling with your thumb to figure out like a measurement?
No.
No, it's a guess.
No, in the old days when a man used to beat his wife, rule of thumb was he wasn't allowed to beat her with a stick any thicker than his thumb.
Right.
Seems fair enough, doesn't it?
No.
No, not at all. Isn't that crazy? That you actually had you're allowed to beat your wife, but it couldn't be any thicker than your thumb? Who made up that? A man, it wasn't a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Yeah, some sayings are weird. It's a weird one for you. What's that dog doing down there, eh? What you doing, Bixie? The higher you go, the easier it is to pull, mate. Just basic gearing, really.
As high as I can go, really.
As high as you can go. Try to get above, just a bit more, so you're getting above that thing so it's not sliding down. Just up there where that fork is.
Yeah.
Stretch yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, there's the one. Get it up there and you'll be laughing. Nice.
Let's put it down like that.
Yeah, and you're going to come down and now you're going to tie a bowline in it, like I showed you on the ground.
Okay.
Always remember clear your legs when you jump like that.
I remember the second before.
The second before, okay, try it, yeah. You were sweet. Okay, let's see your bowline. Got your rabbit hole. Get your rabbit down the hole and tell the story.
Rabbit down the hole, under the hill,
Yes,
over the hill.
yes,
Now he's gone over the hill,
yes.
back through the rabbit hole,
No.
back under through the
He's
rabbit hole.
He's coming back out the same rabbit hole he went in because the rabbit hole's on the outside of the hill. There's your knot there. Okay,
Yeah.
complete it and you've got your bowline. Remember how to finish it off with the 3 tight and you're setting a bite.
Here's one. That's a good one. Here's
You shouldn't be letting ropes go. You should be holding everything up.
third one.
Set your bite. There we go. Nice one. Nice work. That's good. Give it a test. Now pull your main rope that's secured to the tree, the one you get your hand on, your right hand. Pull the whole lot. Now just pull it from that rope and see is it going to hold tight. Has your knot held? Yeah, there's your bowline. Yeah, and there's the bite there, right, which holds it. To release it, you just pull that back. Okay. You think you remember that?
Yeah.
Awesome, mate. Well done. Top job. Okay. I'm going to put the chainsaw on that and you're going to pull it towards the dog kennel. We're making a hole in it. Rain's coming down, but we're getting there. And it's going to feel good to get this job finished. It's going to make an amazing difference here on the farm. Not only for the light, but also keeping the rats from climbing up on top of the roof of the house truck and getting in, because that's what they were doing. Scaring the shit out of Dayla when she was living in there. She hated it. How you going, guns? I'm pretty well done. All that stuff I've done, gloves on, you can pull all that out of there, mate, put it on the thing, and I'll start cooking some steaks for us. So pan around and show you what we've done. Is I've knocked all this out. Ooh. There's rose bushes under there somewhere. Look, there's an old rose, an old wild rose. It's actually severed now, so it smells nice. So all the scrub here was also a place where mice and rats could live, so it's gone too. Geez, I'm shaky holding this phone. It was hard out. I just went one full tank, smashed it. I am pleased with that, but I'm fucked. Haven't worked hard like that for a long time. It's actually the first hard work I've done since I had surgery. Whew. Feels good though. How you getting on?
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so gloves on and tear that shit out, mate. It'll look awesome, and I'll just carry on with our dinner. Fallow deer. And if fallow deer is not your favourite venison, then all I can say is you're probably given a shitty piece. Because it's the food of kings, fallow deer, it really is. But you've got to have a good animal like anything. And this one is one that Ricky Brown shot. And I've been hanging in here, welcome to the kitchen, this all day. So I'm going to take a few slices off now of the rump. That's the hip bone there, you can see in there, so probably going to take the top piece off. And we're going to have some rump steak. We're going to cook it on here, and what I've got over here is I've got this big hot plate. Oh, and it's heavy. See that? It's got two sides. That side's like for grilling if you want to. Although I won't, I'll be using the flat side. Going to stick it over the barbie, and we're going to do our steaks on that with some vegetables. It's going to be good. Look at this divine piece of meat. Would you look at that, honestly? That is just superb. So we're going to take the rump across there, some cuts, the beautiful steaks. Good chomping and chewing. Is your mouth watering now? Mine is. This perfect steak. Just absolutely divine. Look how red that is. I think Mikhail's going to be very hungry, so I'm going to do plenty of it. Oh yes sirree. That looks pretty damn fine. There's our steaks. Well, I can't lie, I'm salivating just looking at this meat, thinking how it's going to taste. It's just beautiful. Absolutely magic. The old pink Himalayan salt. The good old humble cabbage. While we're heating the plate, I'm going to smash some cabbage in there. One of my favourite greens, broccoli. I think we need more of that. I'm putting a whole head in there. Got a little bit of fat at the bottom of that, but we're going to add a bit of water. You're waiting for some steaks, are you, boy? How's that plate looking? Oh, it's smoking. Starting with the biggest steaks, laying gently away from yourself. Oh yes. There's a nice fat one. A bit of fat on this one here. On the plate, it's quite a thin one. Plenty of chomping and chewing, boys and girls. See if we can stick this one in the corner over here. Looking good. Garlic from the Catlins. And the fragrance of that's going to go through the steak. We want to fry them, we don't want to stew them, we keep turning them. Butter, here's the game changer, butter. Gives it a nice creamy taste. Plenty of it. The garlic, the butter, the fat, the whole lot just smells divine. How we're doing there? Oh, they're just about done too, I'd say. Just steaming nicely. Mikhail says we've done a majestic job today and we're dying like kings. We sure are. Look at this fallow. There's our veggies. Cabbage and broccoli. Salted. Some tomatoes. They're still going on hot plate. And this, mate. Watch out for that hot plate. She's still going. Oh, good tucker. Real good tucker. And steak. I'll just give you a couple when you come back for seconds later. There you go. First time eating fallow. Did you try the meat yet? Good chomping. How's the flavour?
It is delicious.
Because I put no seasoning or spice in it, just so you can taste the natural fallow like it is. That's how I like it, eh? Yeah, some guys would give it a rub, but I just think it's so good. Anyway, I'm going to tear into mine and enjoy it. Somebody licking all the... Oh, he just licked the bloody hot plate. Don't do that. No, leave it. He was licking all the fat off it, and then he just hit the hot plate. That would have been too hot. You okay, boy? Leave it, Bigsy. Yeah, that hurt, mate, wouldn't it? Still plenty of heat in that. Poor dog. Yes, backing away from that. Poor Bigsy cooked his tongue on the hot plate. Oh, Bigsy. You okay, boy? Hey? It's okay, boy. You okay? Good boy. Dogs are tough. It's not much fun, is it, mate? Some of you watching this will be hunters, and some of you will be people that live in the city and have never been hunting in your life. But if you haven't ever been hunting, then just to explain the appreciation that goes into a piece of wild game, if anybody ever gives you some, think about this. This is a bit of fallow deer. I'm pretty sure Ricky shot this one down south, so that would have been a journey down south in his vehicle. He would have gone into the bush, he would have stayed overnight. That would have meant carrying his sleeping bag, his rucksack, his tent, his safety equipment, his GPS, all the stuff you take, and his rifle, which is heavy with the silencer. He would have had to find the animal, get himself in position, and it might have taken a day or even 2 days to get in there. Shot the animal, then have to retrieve it. He might have shot it just on dark, generally you do. He may have retrieved it that night, he might have next day had to go in the morning and find it. I don't know the situation of this hunt because we didn't sit down and talk about it, but finally he would have got the deer out. He would have, when I say out to a place in its camp. Before he'd done that though, of course, he would have removed all the guts and taken the bits that you generally don't eat. I keep heart, liver and kidneys most of the time with deer, but the heart's really nice. It's like you've had fried heart? Oh mate, steak of steaks. And then he would have carried that animal back to his vehicle from his campsite and everything else on his back, got it back, taken it home probably. He may have boned out in the bush too. I don't know the story. Fallow deer aren't big, but generally I take the whole animal out. If it's a pig and if it's a deer, I generally bone it out. But all the work to get it to the plate, my bit throwing it in the pan, that's the easy bit. It's the hunter's work, and that's why I really appreciate it. And no, not for you while I'm talking. Think you're going to sneak in there. I can see you. Trying to get a bit of this. And that's why when somebody gives you some fish they've caught, or some wild game they've shot, really honour that piece of meat. Don't waste any of it. And make sure you put something back towards that person that's given it to you, because they've done a lot of hard work for it. The biggest thing I want to say is thank you, Ricky, for giving us this meat, mate. Thank you very much. So at the end of every day, I ask Mikhail this question, and by now I don't even have to ask it because he knows what I'm going to say, don't you?
I learned, surely I learned something. Something helpful. Oh, I learned that knot.
Yeah.
What is that knot called? That is a bowline knot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tomorrow morning, I'm going to ask you to tie one without any help, and I'm not going to show you tonight either.
Right.
So you might have to Google it if you forget, but it'll be probably different.
Rabbit story.
Mm-hmm.
Got that rabbit story.
The rabbit story. The rabbit's the way to remember it. And if you learned a bowline for the first time watching this video, well done. It's a knot that will serve you well in so many things. It's a knot you can even use for towing a vehicle, because a towing hitch is much better, but you can release when it goes tight by just getting that bite and bending it round. Any knot that you want to tie something up is going to be quite tight to get off, like towing a bit of timber or something. A bowline's good. It's good on boats. In fact, if you own a boat, you have to know how to tie a bowline. If you don't know how to tie a bowline and you've got a boat, then you need to learn one. It's an absolute must, eh? It's surprising how many people have boats that can't tie a bowline. It's a very basic knot. If you don't learn all the other knots, that's the one not to learn. that will cover you in so many situations. And I guarantee once you learn it, you'll always use it in so many life situations. A big hearty thank you to Ricky Brown for hunting that, shooting it, carrying it out of the bush, processing it, bagging it up, and delivering it here. What a good bastard. Thanks, Ricky. Also thank you to all you people that have got this far to the end of the video and still watching. Smash the like button if you're still here, just so we know we are getting it right for you still. Good luck with your own outdoor cooking, or cooking anywhere for that matter. And make lockdown as much fun as you can right now while we're all locked down. Some days are good, some days aren't. Today was a good day. Be good. Can't be good then. Be careful. See you later. We didn't make a song today. Yeah, too much going on.
Should we make one?
Do you want to make one now?
After dinner?
After dinner, if you want? Yeah, sure.
Do you like my rock and roll? Shine your light on the heaven below. Plant your love seed, baby. Let it grow. Let it grow.